If you want to do taxes as a professional, it's totally different. It's better to have a passion for finance and numbers and accounting because you have to deal with that all the time with your client. And your clients are growing and you need to grow because if you only know about W-2 or 1095A or 1099C, you cannot grow with your clients. You can lose your clients. CSOL program is the first one, and then the enroll agent is the other one. They can find information in the National Association of Tax Professionals. This is a really good resource, and in the IRS website. The IRS website have all the place on all around the country where you can start your study for tax profession.
Hi, everyone. Today, I am absolutely so overjoyed to be introducing you guys to Sara Navarro, who is actually my mom. I am beyond excited to have her on the podcast today. She's going to be walking us through what it's like to be a tax professional. She's an entrepreneur. She's worked for TurboTax. She has the most wonderful journey doing taxes, and I cannot wait to hear everything she has to share about this awesome and busy profession. So welcome, Sara. How are you?
Hi, Angelica. How are you today?
I'm good. So
thank you for the invitation.
Yeah, of course. So first off, we always ask our guests 3 quick questions. So in your own words, what do you do? Where do you live? And when you were a kid, what did you want to do when you grew up?
I'm a tax professional. I work in my own business, La Dama de los Taxes, here in Katy, Texas. I live in Katy, Texas. When I was a kid, I want to be a doctor, for medicine. But for some issues during my life, I studied attorney. I am an attorney in my country, in Venezuela. But all the time I want to be an accountant. So when I arrive here to this country, I see the opportunity to work in the place that I love a lot, and I studied to prepare taxes.
So for a little bit of background there, I know that when you were an attorney back in Venezuela, you also managed your own business. So you've always been an entrepreneur. So definitely can see how, going into that accounting side of things and eventually going into taxes makes complete sense in your journey. So could you share with me, how long have you been working in this field?
I have been working as a tax pro for 8 years at this time.
Awesome. How did you get your start in the area?
Well, when I moved from Venezuela, I need to find something to do quickly. So I was thinking, okay, I cannot study again law because it's so expensive to me and it is gonna be a long time. And I arrived here with two kids in the age of 7 and 9 years old. So definitely I need to be at home, looking around what is the most place that I can work. So I hear about the a task course. So I applied to the course in a company who prepare people to do taxes. And I did the course for around 6 months, and then they hired me. So I started working in taxes with them.
Okay, awesome. And then, so you got certified through the company. Are there certain degrees or certifications that you need to get into the job? No?
No. First, they did ask, it's not the deep course, the standard course. So it's the basement. Okay. So it's most for individual tax returns. Okay. So they prepare us for that. It's the most common people that comes to a place to ask
Right.
for tax return.
Yes.
So after I worked there, I saw, okay, I need more information. I need more, yes, I need to know more about taxes in USA. I cannot do only W-2s
Right.
or 1099. I need to know more. So I start to looking and doing my own research, trying to find more course and more professionals um, studies. So I find the information and I did that. I search in the IRS website and
Mm-hmm.
I find the place where I can start my journey.
Okay, awesome. And could you share, is there a specific name to those certifications through the IRS?
Well, it's different. Well, to be a tax preparer, you only need a PTIN. PTIN is a number the IRS provide to any person that applied to the number.
Okay.
This is the first
Step.
requirement.
Okay.
Yes. But the IRS asks that the people who wants to prepare taxes for fees
Mm-hmm.
to getting payment for
Like as a
prepare the
business.
taxes,
Right.
they need to get some credentials. So
Okay.
there is a annual filing season program
Okay.
is one of the course, and there
Okay.
is another that is this annual filing season. Annual filing. There are two different annual review and annual filing season program. So the
Okay.
annual filing season program is um, the most
Comprehensive?
yes
Okay.
study because it's when you have to do 15 hours of continuing education. You need to complete the annual filing season programs that is federal tax law and ethics. So you
Okay.
need to do that
And that's
every
every
year,
year.
every
Okay.
year. And when you complete the course, you submit that to the IRS because all of us, the Tax Pro, has an account. We have an account in the IRS website.
Okay.
So we enter in the account and we submit. No, we don't submit the organization where we get the course. They submit or they send the information to the IRS. So we
Okay.
check in our account when they approve our credits, and then if we complete all the hours, IRS send to me, in this case,
Mhm.
a certification that I complete the annual filing season program. With the annual filing season program, I have the opportunity to appear in the IRS, let me see, in the Directory of Federal Tax Return Preparers with credentials and select qualification that
Okay.
appear in the IRS website. So people can go there and enter the zip code and the
Find
miles
you.
where they can to check, and they find if I am in the list. Okay, so
Okay.
I appear there as a annual filing season program task prepare. Okay,
Awesome.
but my goal is going to be an enroll agent.
Okay.
Enroll agent is another is uh, the best certification for me because is I can represent my clients when I get that certification, and
Okay.
I'm gonna be at the same level as the CPAs and attorneys
Okay.
in front the IRS.
Got you.
Okay,
And so
So
there's different levels to a tax
yes,
preparer.
yes, there are
Awesome.
different levels to tax professional and different qualification, but there are enrolled agents, certified public accountants, attorneys, annual filling season programs participants.
Okay.
Okay.
And just out of curiosity, can there be a tax preparer that is not listed in that IRS list?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes, because when a people has a PTIN, they get a PTIN. It's not necessarily that they
Mm,
have any credential or any course that
okay.
they get, because it's a
Interesting. Gotcha.
voluntary program.
Okay.
Okay.
And you've shared all the different like titles that these go by. Is it tax professional, tax preparer? Do they go by any other
Yes,
name?
I want to say that I am a tax professional because I have 8 years in the field, and I every year I did many courses, not only the annual filing season program. I did many courses in
Yes.
corporations, tax returns, different level of corporation, is LLC, is S corporation, is corporation. So you need to know about it. And
Right.
I usually took or did the national national tax forum in the IRS. Is every year IRS um, um, provide this kind of course in 2 or 3 different cities in the country. So
Okay.
most of the tax professional like to be there because we get the information direct to the IRS.
Okay.
Okay.
Awesome. So it sounds like it's a profession with a lot of constant learning. Every year there's updates, so you want to stay informed, and there's all these resources out there. So would the IRS website be the best place to go to get more in-depth information about everything you've shared?
Yes. Additional to the IRS, another page or in the IRS?
Can
Your
you find it
question.
in the IRS, or is there somewhere else you recommend people look?
Well, in the IRS, you can get some information about different programs around the country, what organization can give you the opportunity to get the credentials. But absolutely, you can find a lot of course in Google, but most of them are online, and you have to read a lot of paper. Um, I think this is not the good place, because if you are going to read a paper, you have many questions that no one answer.
Source.
So we always need to be a part of a team. So I am in different groups in Facebook, in Facebook mostly, where we share information. I have some membership in some software, or yes, where I can find more information.
Yes.
The National Association of Tax Professionals is a good resource for people in English, who speak in English, but for people that speak in Spanish, I have many places that I can share for the people that ask me about it.
Yeah,
Mhm.
amazing. Okay, could you tell me a little bit of what the day in the life is like when it's tax season, when you are doing taxes all the time? I know you work as
No.
La Dama de los Taxes, which that translates to the Lady of Taxes. So, she has her own business where she essentially has a bunch of clients, and tax season is crazy. So, I would love to hear what that is like. You have also worked for TurboTax, right? A few seasons. So I would love to hear just like, how similar that can be, or just in general, the experience of day-to-day life in this role.
Well, the day of my life is so busy. After well, after or from the pandemic year, the COVID 2021 year, the tax season will be different because most of the people usually came to the office to ask for a preparation of the taxes. But after pandemic, people start to doing taxes online.
Okay.
Okay, the majority of the people is doing online. So this changed the dynamic
dynamic.
of the work of the job daily. But incredible, this year everything changed. So
Yeah.
mostly of my clients wants to come to the office,
Okay.
and this is so crazy because uh, I think it's better to do everything online, but
Remote.
people want to people want to explain, with people want to say, okay, this year my situation is different, or I have this
Right.
question, I prefer to be here with you. Okay, that's good. But the day of my life during this tax season,
It's
it
crazy.
start early morning and finish late during the night. Okay, and I work 7 days during the tax season every day. I don't have time to rest. I don't have time to cook. I don't have time to anything, only taxes.
Okay.
The phone is ringing all
All the
the
time.
day, and all the applications the apps that I have are full of message, text, everything for all the software and apps that I have. I'd be crazy. But I know how is the dynamic, so I am dealing every year. I dealing better. This year I only work in my own firm. The two seasons before, I work in Intuit at the same time. I worked 6 hours with Intuit and the rest of the hours in my own firm.
Okay.
They allow me to do that because
Awesome.
I work it alone in my firm.
Right.
Okay, but
Okay.
if I have any other person doing taxes with me, they cannot allow me to
Got you.
work with them. Okay.
Okay. That's good to know.
So yes, this is the days, many questions, many things, many emails, texts, calls, everything at the same time.
Got you. So just
Mhm.
a lot of handling client relations on the day to day and of course filing those taxes, which it's like constantly per client, right?
Yes.
Awesome. Could you share what like tools or technologies do you use as part of your job?
Okay, as part of my job, definitely we need a tax software. Okay,
Hmm.
so you have to work with the tax software that you must
Understand.
understand. Yes, how to work with that. Um, I have working with the Proconet is part of the Intuit software, and for me, it's a good software. And I have everything there. I can send the questionnaire to my clients, and they answer all the questions. They upload download the documents, and I get the documents and any all the
Awesome.
forms. I can share with my clients the tax return or draft the tax return. So
Yes.
it's a good tax software. Most of the software has these features,
Capabilities.
okay?
Yeah.
But this is the software that I work because we help people with the bookkeeping.
Hmm.
Is needed to know about. In my case, I work with QuickBooks Online. It's in the cloud, and so
Yes.
you can access the QuickBook Online. Um, wherever you are or wherever your client is. So
Awesome.
you can work with that, but people that work with bookkeeping has different tax software
Softwares, right.
to doing
Yeah.
that. All other software you need is a CRM, because we need
CRM.
to, yes, we need to send different advertising mails or informative mails to the clients. So we use that. Um, an app that you can send text and you can schedule an appointment.
Okay.
That's another
Right.
tool. I think that there are the software. Of course, you need to know about how to work with Excel,
Right.
Word, or how to work with Google Sheets, because
Yes.
you need to
Manage.
handle all of them.
Right.
So that's it. And your email, your corporate email.
Right. So like the administrative part of the clients has a lot of softwares, and then doing the taxes is another side of what you use.
Yes.
Awesome.
Mhm.
Okay. Could you tell me what is the most interesting part of your job, and then what is the most challenging part of your job?
The most interesting part of my job, um, is, I think it's because of me. I always like to be part of my client's life. So I love to know what is the progress of each of them during the year. So um, my clients know me and I know them. I don't know if I am
Yes. No, that makes
explaining
sense.
well,
The
but
relationship with
it's,
the client.
yes, it's they trust in me and I need to trust in
Right.
my clients.
Yes.
So that is the reason when the clients is the first time that they call me asking for a service, I request that the client comes to the office, because I believe that we need to see the people eyes to eyes.
Right.
So this is one of the requirements that I always did to my new clients. But after that, they can send me by email. They can use the app. They can call me, and they know they can call me for everything, and
Yes,
I am there for them.
for sure. And
Uh-huh.
what is the
But
most challenging?
the most challenging probably is dealing with the price, with the fees.
Right.
Is is not easy, because there is many people outside doing taxes bad. Okay,
Got you.
so doing taxes for get money because they need, and but not doing taxes because they want to do the right things.
Thing. So doing
Okay.
taxes unethically, essentially, which is
Yes.
illegal.
Yes.
Correct.
So because of that, um, on the street outside, there are many people
Trusting the wrong. Right.
charging lower fees, and unfortunately, clients trust in this kind of people because they offer many things that are not true.
Right.
So sometimes we lose people, or we have to manage and explain the clients, okay, you are talking with a professional. We are talking with a person that pay for office, that pay for tax software, that pay for many courses. I pay for everything. I have
Mhm.
error and omissions insurance. I have my liability insurance. Well, and I for all the returns that I submit to the IRS, all my
Mhm.
clients have the audit protection cover.
Right.
So This is a difference
It's an
with
extra,
all the people
right?
that is outside, but
Just
the challenge is definitely the
setting the
fees.
prices
Yes, because it's crazy.
competitive.
This.
Yeah.
Mhm.
No, makes sense. Okay, you shared a bit about this already, but just in general, do you feel like you take a lot of your work home, or do you think you keep it at the office?
No, we cannot have a work at home because the regulation of the IRS, when we submit the annual fee season programs, and we have to sign the circular 230, and this circular is clear that we have to keep the information safe. So we have to send all the files on in one place, so we cannot move files
Things
to one
around.
place to another because we have most sensitive information about our clients. So we
Gotcha.
cannot work at home. We have to work in only one place. We can work at home if this is the only place that we work.
That you work.
But if you have an office, you need to do everything in your office and have all the safety regulation covered there.
Makes sense.
Mhm.
Okay.
Oh, I forgot to say in your question about the software, also I have some tools for safety information of my
Right.
clients in my computer as
Like
well.
McAfee, that type.
Yes, and work with that VPN and that.
Awesome.
Yes.
Okay.
Mhm.
Um, so could you just really quickly tell me tax season, what it is? I know that's the busiest time of year. So when does it start and when does it end?
Okay,
And after that, the work kind of gets lower, right?
slow. Yes,
Okay.
the tax season always start the 4 week of January mostly. IRS always uh, notify when the tax season start, but it's always 24, 25 of January every year, and until April 15. But
Awesome.
this is the due date for the year before. So the due date is April 15 on 2024 for the tax year 2023. But
Okay.
you can file for an extension of time to file your return. And the extension of time is until October 16.
Okay.
But it doesn't mean that you uh, can extend the time to pay your taxes
Okay.
because the taxes are paid before the due date. You have to
Okay.
pay taxes by estimate every quarter.
Okay.
So when you arrive to April 15, you have to be complete the payments of the taxes that you for 2023. I don't
Got
know
you.
if I
Yes,
explained that.
that makes sense.
Okay.
But
Mhm.
after that April 15th deadline, you still work on those that got extended,
Yes,
but it's just less busy,
yes,
right?
it's less busy. I work with the extension. Mostly the extension probably are, we have different due days because I do days for corporate, for partnerships. So some are for March 15, others are April 15. Um, when the tax season finished in April 15, we start working with all the extension. Um, we have to work quickly because, as I say, o sea, if people have not paid the taxes, penalties and interest are
Accumulating.
accumulating, yes,
Okay,
until they pay the tax.
got you.
Okay.
Makes sense.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so just curious, what fields are people coming from who get into this profession? Like what other, accountants or finance people, people who are lawyers, totally random. It could be any of those.
Yes, I think people who want about finance is the most people that
End up.
can interest with tax with taxes as a profession. Because
Okay.
if you want to do taxes only for prepare W-2 returns, you can do by yourself.
Right.
Okay, you can prepare by yourself. But if you want to do taxes as a professional, it's totally different. So
Right.
it's better to have a passion for finance and numbers and accounting because you have to deal with that during
Yes.
all the time with your client.
Yeah.
And your clients are growing and you need to grow.
Right.
Because if you only know about W-2 or 1095A or 1099C, you cannot grow with your clients. And
Okay.
you can lose your clients.
Yeah. No, makes sense. And
Mhm.
how long do you feel that it took for you to feel like you're really good at doing taxes?
Well, I feel I am not done yet. Because all the years we have to update, we have to know what is the news, and it's many regulations that IRS has about each each situation. Is about the non-resident person. It's about the your feeling status. It's about your investment. It's about rental property. About yes, corporation, different corporations. So it's different regulation,
Every
and
year.
we cannot manage all the information.
Right.
So I have 8 years working in taxes. I feel more comfortable since 2 years ago
Okay.
because I know I find everything quickly. I know where I go. I know what regulation is the appropriate for each
Right.
situation in taxes. So, but it's a continuing education
Right.
journey. As I say, and you know, I always say, is when I arrive to IRS, I uh, go to the college and study law again. I am pretty sure that now I I was a lawyer because because
Of how long it's
all
taken
the
you.
information that I have to study with taxes is incredible, a bunch. So it's too
Yes.
much.
It's a lot.
So I can I say, well, I don't study law here, but taxes
Is
is
a
a
lot of
journey.
information. Okay.
Mhm.
Yeah. Could you really quickly share an estimate of the average salary that someone who works with their own clients might make every year? Feel free to make that estimate as wide as you would like.
If you are in a payroll of a company as a tax professional, I so probably you can get $80,000 or
Okay.
85. In my case, I don't remember very well, but I think last year I got around 70,000.
Okay.
So I don't have the estimation of this year yet, but
Yeah.
it's around that.
Okay.
Um, I want to grow every day, but when the season finish, the work is slower.
Right. That makes
Mhm.
sense. Yeah. Okay. And so we are close to wrapping things up. So these last three questions will be really quick. So you shared that you want to eventually become an enrolled agent. Do you find that that is like the next step that most tax professionals want to go into?
Yes, it's a next step. It took a long time to many people that I know
Right.
as a tax professional because all of us are working and have family and have many things to do. The tests are so difficult,
Right.
and in my case are more difficult because they are in English and I thinking in Spanish, and is we have to be so fast to answer the question, and
Right.
sometimes I am not so fast.
Right.
So I have another goal, but I don't know when I can do that. Is uh, it's a master in tax law.
Right.
This is
So it's really
another,
about growing that
yes,
professional like
mm-hmm,
understanding. That's what
level.
most people go into next. Awesome.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, yeah. And do you have any resources, programs, certifications that you would recommend for someone who is wanting to get into a tax preparation profession other than the ones
Well,
you mentioned earlier?
the annual filling CSOL program
Okay.
is the first one. Then the enroll agent is the
Okay.
other one. They can find information in the National Association of Tax Professionals. This is a really good resource, and in the IRS website. The IRS website have
Right.
all the
Everything.
place on all around the country where you can start your study for tax profession.
Yeah. No, that's awesome. And Sarah, where can people reach out to you or follow along with what you're doing for work?
Okay, I have the social media page in Instagram and in Facebook, and you can find me as Dama de los Taxes. You can find in Instagram and Facebook. I have my website as ladamadelostaxes.com, and you can see all the service that I offer to all the people. As you say, I can speak in English because I have uh, some experience doing taxes with Intuit, where I always prepare taxes
In English.
live in front of people. And although they hire me to do taxes as a Spanish person, the 98% of my job was in English. So
Yeah.
that was good training for me to speak in English in front of the camera.
Yeah. Well, thank you so much for joining me today, Sarah. This was a
Yeah.
wonderful and very informative interview. So, yeah, thank you for joining me.
Thank you, Angie. Thank you so much. I really appreciate your invitation, and I'm so happy to be here. I was so nervous, so thank you so much, Mama.
You did great.
You just got one episode closer to learning about the world of jobs out there. To explore the rest of our career categories and find your best fit, go to jobdictionary.com to sign up for the beta users waitlist. Then subscribe here to find the next episodes coming out this week. And as always, drop us a comment, review, or message to let us know how we can better attune our episodes to your specific needs. Follow us on TikTok, Instagram, Facebook, LinkedIn, X, Threads, Pinterest, and wherever else you're on socials to go get our short, snappy preview reels that expose you to new job options every day. Because here at Job Dictionary, we believe your big aha moment can be just one scroll away. Go check it out and get out there. Cheers!